Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, April 16th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice the ES continues its melt-up phase. Very low volatility melt-up phase that we're seeing right now. Late yesterday, we saw a continuation into the close and closed strong here. Again, any pullbacks to begin the day likely to be bought. Already it looks like the overnight pullback has been bought, but if we did see more of a pullback here today, again, any move even into 41.50 or thereabouts could still offer an opportunity to bounce this thing higher. We continue to see a melt-up phase, which means mostly sideways with some upward bias. So we're getting sideways and up throughout a day. But overall, we've seen a very clear push through that 39.76, which was the top of that ascending pattern, and it's created new market structure here up above. At some point, we may need to see a flush that brings us back down through that market structure before we bounce and continue higher. So at some point, we may be at a point here pretty soon where we get some significant reaction or rejection at these highs. But right now, everything's still pointing up until proven otherwise. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll see the NQ continues to show strength overall, very similar to the ES. These markets are so strong right now, they're not even testing the 8-period pivot-based EMA. That's the key range high, and price traded around it for 3 days, right at it, 13.9. And right now here, you're seeing a pullback and an early bounce off those lows for a continuation higher through, again, 13.9 and to new highs beyond 14K. So right here, we've seen a significant rally here lately where we had a compression here, compression phase. We talked about the potential trade from 13 to 15K over the next 1 to 3 months. We've already seen the first few weeks here take us to 14K. Again, any pullback, even if it's shallow or a little bit deeper, could still be a buying opportunity for a continuation higher toward 15K up ahead. All right, let's take a look here at crude oil. You'll see with crude, this one had a significant breakout day a couple of days ago, and right now has basically held at highs ever since. Not seeing any signs of a continuation at the moment. And these narrow ranges are significant. Right now, crude oil trading just 32% of average range. It's been averaging $2 on a 10-day basis. And today's range is only 64 cents of range at the moment. Yesterday was narrow as well. On a 5-day basis, it's at $1.59 per day. So it's very narrow right now. And this is all happening right at an inflection point in the charts. So if you look right here, and you bring this across 63.50 or so, that's about the point where we broke down, we dropped. Now we've rallied into that point, and we've stalled here for the last couple of days, developing some narrow trading ranges here. So are we going to see a rejection where we kind of turn down and head much lower? Do we see a pullback that helps us break through that level? Right now, 63.51 is a key level to watch. Given the overall trend to the upside, from going back to November, this could continue to unwind itself to the upside as long as it continues to hold 62 in the near term. If we drop into 62, that could provide an opportunity to push this thing higher. Any failure to hold that zone, though, could be significant, and again, could lead to a retest of lows or perhaps a push through those lows. Let's take a look now at gold futures. Gold here, showing some strength yet again. This is the most strength we have seen this year. Sure, we've seen a couple of bounces here, a bounce here, bounce. This was a bounce and sideways. But this one has been a pretty significant first wave bounce, which has taken us past a prior pivot high. A pullback with a decent, strong low. And we've seen now a continuation higher. And we're now through 1775, we are through 1775, but the 1765 level that we've been talking about has now been taken out. So this is a pretty significant move. We talked about the potential to see about a plus 100 to 110 points higher, because when we were trading here at 45s basically, we talked about the potential to see a move up towards 65 to 75. Now that we're through 1765, any pullback again into that zone, or 1750, could provide an opportunity to continue this thing higher. Again, it appears that we are done with this distribution down below. It appears this is a transition period where it's transitioning into the upper portion of price structure up above, and when that happens, you tend to go across the price range here. So we could be looking at a move into 1875 up ahead, as long as price can continue to hold above 1765. Again, still early in the day. We got to be able to hold these gains, but a very solid start here to Q2 for gold, and a higher low 2 times in a row here, which we haven't seen this entire year. So it's looking fairly bullish right now. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the weekend. Everyone have a fantastic Friday. Have a great weekend. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.